Agents claim his coke dealing ring was reportedly the largest on the East Coast and one of the top 5 in the world. Until the day Falcone and alleged Lieutenants Salvador Magluta and Lorenzo Benigo were arrested and charged with smuggling nearly 75 tons of cocaine into South Florida. The feds were delighted. They seized nearly $2.1 billion worth of property as they prepared their case against the Falcone group. But then witnesses against the gang started dropping like a judge's gavel. Luis Escobedo, who was going to testify against his old friends, was shot to death outside a Coconut Grove bar. No one was ever caught. Juan Barroso was going to tell what he knew about his old friends. Last August, he pulled into this gas station and was shot in the back of the head. He survived. The gunman escaped. The next to talk about the Falcone gang, Lázaro Cruz. He was shot outside his Hialeah home. He lived, but the attackers escaped. And yesterday, the latest on the witness list, Bernardo Gonzalez was gunned down. He died.
Greater LA.
Escaped. But the strangest death of a friend of Falcone was reported. His wife from his football game was last August. While the other shootings may seem like someone was killed.
drive much in the daytime. Turbo backfire. So we're doing it today. Probably not. She don't do the YouTube. Come on, Jeep. Ride at the back of my trailer. Yeah, that's what you do. Fudge.
5 miles, exit right.
Come on, wait.
On over here, rock and roll, relax. On it, baby. I'm good, man. Appreciate it. Roger.
Keep my turkey. Still rather go up 15 to Barstow and across 40. Hello, is that LA? It sure is. TNT. What? Dynamite. TNT. And we'll fuck or fight. TNT. Power wheels. Watch me expel. I guess I gotta tell the meaning behind the word change of that. Are you still on there, TNT? When our son was, I don't know, man, 5, 6 this year, something like that, 5 or 6. He didn't hear, and I'm not good at hearing words of a song. Oh, he done gone now. Well, what the hell? TNT, you still on there? Ain't no point in me telling the story if I don't, if you're not on there. Yo, yeah, I'm in Ontario. You must live out here, you're a trucker. Yo, are you still on here, TNT? Yeah, hell yeah. Fuck no. Maybe I hard can't see them words on there because the phone's literally like 2 inches from the steering wheel and it's right where my hand is at on the steering wheel. So I bet you still on here. I'll finish telling it. My son didn't hear the words of the songs. He's much better at it now. Way better than I am. But sometimes I don't actually hear the exact words that's in songs, so I make up my own words that kind of rhyme with it. And he thought that AC/DC song that it said TNT, Dynamite, TNT. he thought it said, when it says watch me explode, he thought it said watch me expel. And we had a system in our car. A big system. I mean, not as big as most people, but it'd pump. You could hear us coming down the road. It'd pop the trunk lid. You turn it all the way up, it literally would pop it open. But anyways, and we're jamming, and he's back there head banging, 5, 6 years old, and got his hands in the air, you know. And got to that part of the song, and I heard what he said, and my wife did too, and she said, what did he say? And I don't know. I just said, I don't know. And I said, actually, I don't even know what half the words say is in that song anyway, but I know most of them though. And then the rest of it, and my wife knows I just make up words in a song if I don't hear it. And it got to the next chorus of it, and we turned it down just a little bit where we could hear him better. And he said, watch me expel. It's on TNT. We laughed, and we didn't tell him we was laughing at him because he'd get embarrassed. When you made fun of him or laughed at him, he'd get real bad embarrassed. So we didn't tell him we was laughing at him. We told him we was laughing at something that I did. So now, I always, if I hear that song, I say, watch me expel, L-L-L-L. I hate leaving out here. Hello from inside of Shaw Industries. Hey, is that Shaman Ray? Shaman, is that you? I'm in Ontario. Hello, Rob. Yes, sir. First live daytime. Yes, sir. Well, I did one a long time ago, real early in the morning. Hey, you working hard, Shaman? I'm just on here acting dumb. I'm telling a little story about Dawson. Somebody on here says, name's TNT. That AC/DC song. And where it says, watch me explode. And me and Cindy and Allie and Dawson was going somewhere in the car. We had a system, and we had it blaring, booming. And he thought it said, watch me expel. I think you already know that story. Yes, sir. Don't work too hard. I hope it ain't too hot in there, Shaman. Thanks for stopping by. Cool beans. Cool beans, dude. I don't believe that. And my son-in-law. Might well be. We need to do a shotgun wedding at least. Be redneck as hell. I'm rednecker than you. He worked hard, 12-hour days, Rob. Okay, I'll check that out. Hey, Breed. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever heard that song. But I know the country song of it. I laid over. Kinda, sorta. I loaded yesterday morning. Paramount. California, down kind of sort of near Compton. In truckers' terms, it's right next to it, but you probably know where Paramount is. Down 91. And then I came back up to the Ontario TA. Hey, if you come out here, if you haven't been to the TA in a while, because I haven't been to the TA in Ontario since the the first time I was at Amistad, so it would have been like 2021, and the entrance to the truck parking area is not past the fuel aisle entrance. Now to get into the truck parking area, you go in through the fuel aisle, and you go around to the right of the fuel aisle, and straight back into the turnstile, whatever you know, the one-armed bandits, and get your ticket and then park. They didn't even charge me for parking. I got Taco Bell though yesterday, $12.95, and I ended up I went in last night and, well, I ordered to go, big old sky high burger. I was like, oh Lord, I don't know if I can eat this or not. And I was gonna save half of it for today. Dadgum, I ate the whole daggum thing. I got loaded hash browns, and I ate every bit of them too. I was sick. I overeat. I never overeat like that because I got double-decker taco yesterday morning and a Dorito Locos taco and some kind of, it wasn't their Nachos Bel Grande, it was some other kind of nacho thing.
Half a mile, exit right.
It wasn't quite as big as, no, I am not exiting on I-15 unless I'm going to Barstow Me Domi. That's the way I'd really rather go out of here. But then if I do that, I'd have to go down 287 out of Amarillo. Amarillo by morning. Shut up. And that adds a whole lot of time to your trip. And then you got them red lights and stuff. It's no big deal really, but it does take a while to get from Amarillo down into Fort Worth area. Well, it is talking. Got them scammer hacker healthcare people calling. I blocked about 19 numbers and they still be calling. 423-745 something. But 423 and 745. 745 is an Athens, Tennessee prefix. At least 423 is Tennessee area code. East Tennessee area code. Anyway, whatever. I ain't buying no health insurance from no scammer hackster people. I still want to go ride an Amtrak train around like LA or Atlanta. Atlanta would be pretty cool. LA would be cool too. Just get on there and just like ride around all over. Maybe make hit a couple different trains, go in a different area, just ride around on it. I've never rode on an Amtrak train. I've never rode on public transit except for Greyhound. What's up, Tim? How are you today? Come on, let's play in LA traffic. Well, I'm not in LA, but I'm in Greater LA, Ontario. Knows that body in the city of Compton. I was down in Paramount yesterday morning, not Compton. And all y'all people got big drinks besides your name, huh? I wish it wasn't so. I went and bought a different phone mount the other morning. After I ended my day. They only had 2 different ones to choose from. And I didn't figure $49 phone mount would be much any different than this $5 one. And I really like this $5 phone mount, but now it's getting a bit more shaky. Y'all hear that playing in the background? I got a vehicle magazine on YouTube, and they do powerboat stuff. They got a lot on there about Ben Kramer, Don Air now. Hello, Make with Mike. How you doing today? Wait, Peterbilt did what? Yeah, I know. I see that. I'm not sure what we'll use. I really don't. They'll probably buy some of the 589s if we don't go broke out of business. I'd buy more Lone Stars. Yeah, and if they did, it would. I mean, yeah, I like a Peterbilt. It's 90% of my career has been in along those peaks. And I don't look at it like some guy. I ain't driving nothing but a Peterbilt. Well, I mean, I would rather not drive anything but a Peterbilt. But I also went to Miller Truck Lines, knowing there was no way in hell I'd get a 379. Unless you do lease purchase, then they'll sell you one. But I bet they ain't even got no 379s left. They may have a few 389s, but I'll just work wherever I feel comfortable at. Do you give up a little pay to drive a fancy truck? Well, yeah, sure do. I sure ain't giving up as much pay as them Western distributing drivers out in Denver, Colorado. I'm not saying nothing bad about them. They've got guys that's been there for 25 and 35 years and so on. I actually know one driver that's been there for over 25 years and he loves his job at Western Distributing. And with them folks, wait, what? No, yeah, I seen that too. No more W9s. I wonder what Kenworth will do. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Are they gonna? I don't know. I don't think they should quit making the 389 or the W9, but they ought to put it in a limited production category. Because people like my mom and dad, ain't no way my dad would buy a 589. There's no way in hell. Which he's dead and gone now, but he watched a few videos, Bruce Wilson. He got invited out there to Denton, Texas to the Peterbilt plant, and then they did the unveiling at some stadium of the 589. They had the semi-casual guys there. Tommy Fitzgerald and Brian. And Bruce got to drive it around the track and stuff. And my dad watched that video. I mean, now that they're customizing them and stuff. Yeah. Fitzgerald's there. Got with a couple, 12 gauge customs. There's making some chrome parts and stuff. But I drive a plastic truck. I really like a T680. If I can't drive a Pete or 389, 379 or W9, I want a T680. T680 when they first come out, 2014 or 15, and for 5 years in a row they won best driver's truck, the best truck for driver. I don't know what the category's called, but in some survey, something other, it was awarded for 5 years in a row the most comfortable, best maneuverability, accessibility. They hit all the marks 5 years in a row. I drove a T680 at Miller Truck Lines. I had 2 of them, and I loved them. My wife liked it. She ran with me back then, and she liked the truck. They are real good trucks. I had the Packard motor in it. It pulled good. I didn't have any complaints with the Packard motor. None. Never had any problems with it. Not one. Other people, it's a nightmare. Hey, hello, Double Trouble. How are you today? And I see the bull rack out there, west of El Reno, Oklahoma, where that Sonic is, where that Love's is. It's got Sonic in it. I was out there when I was at Miller. Come on, Manuel, heard it? You got it, neighbor. Better get that motherfucker back to the Dallas. But he was parked right next to me. And I just woke up it was like 9, 10 o'clock at night, and I was fixing to get ready to start rolling. And he was beside us with a load of cows, checking his oil. And he was the owner operator. He raised that hood up, and I seen that black motor, and I thought at first it was a N14 Select Plus Cummins, and maybe he was in a glider. Like I said, I literally just woke up like a minute before. And then I seen it was a Packard. Golly, it's shaking. Everybody going. That bull rack, he had a Packard, and he had it deleted. It was hauling them big old heavy loads. He hadn't had no problem out of the Packard. He had all the problems with the Packard motor before he deleted it. Once he deleted it, he'd had it about a year since he had deleted it and hadn't had any problems whatsoever. Everybody leaving? Okay. We'll just get out of here then. How about that?